In the spring of 1939, more than 900 Jewish refugees boarded the SS St. Louis, believing they were sailing toward freedom. But for one young woman, Rosa, this voyage was not just an escape. It was a race to outrun a secret so dangerous. It could condemn her in the eyes of those she prayed would save her. History remembers this journey as the voyage of the damned. Before the ship, there was fear, the fire of Nazi Germany. For Rosa, life in Berlin was a cage. Her family had survived only because of a dark bargain, her father's secret dealings with Nazi officials. It kept them alive, but left Rosa carrying a heavy shadow of guilt she could never escape. Then came a flicker of hope, the SS St. Louis, bound for Cuba. On board, joy and terror mixed in every corner. Rosa bonded with three young women, and together they broke an emerald into four pieces, a promise to reunite in freedom. For the first time, Rosa dared to believe her secret might be left behind at sea. But when the ship reached Havana, the dream collapsed. Cuba refused them. The St. Louis drifted for days, desperate for a shore. Captain Schroeder tried the United States and Canada, but both slammed their doors shut. The refugees realized in horror they were adrift in a world that did not want them. At the last moment, there was mercy. Great Britain, France, Belgium, and the Netherlands agreed to take them. Rosa's family reached Britain, but it felt less like triumph and more like surviving a shipwreck. The sea had spared them, but her secret had crossed with her. Relief didn't last. By 1940, Britain, fearing spies, labeled many refugees as enemy aliens. Rosa, who had fled persecution, now found herself once again behind barbed wire, this time on the Isle of Man, imprisoned by her saviors. But inside that prison, shame became strength. British intelligence realized these refugees were not threats, but assets. Rosa was recruited. Her father's dealings, once a poison, became a weapon in her hands. For the first time, she was defined not by her family's past, but by her own courage. The emerald she carried was no longer a broken promise, but a symbol of survival and unbreakable spirit. If this story moved you, subscribe for more hidden histories of courage and survival from World War II. Because while Rosa's story is fiction, the tragedy of the SS St. Louis was real. Of 937 passengers, all 288 who reached Britain survived the war, except one killed in an air raid. But those sent to mainland Europe faced horror. 254 were murdered in the Holocaust. Their story is a haunting reminder of what happens when the world closes its doors to human suffering, and why we must never forget